Because there are many things that the government is doing and we are not able to reach to their users. And a good example in our meeting today that has come is about BRT that will affect majority of the Matatu circles that are within Thika Road, Githurai. And the people who are being called in government meetings are not the real people who are operating this route. And so their plea today is for us to be able to have a bigger meeting so that we can be able to communicate and know what is BRT and how they can be able to come in and how they can work together with the government. And there are many other issues that we are discussing on how we can be able to look at insurance. COVID hit all of us. And of course, the Matatu industry was also hit. So for us, and we have the CS here to see whether we can have economic stimulus packages for the sector. As we catered for health, we always cater as government, the farmers. This is also a sector that really holds the economy. And so we are starting to have that kind of discussion to see how we can be able to support them.
And you also, on the same breath, you also like to request the government. Yes, they did open the full capacity, but they also look into the matter of night travel to extend the hours of the curfew, because that's where we are also suffering. We find the long distance people going to Moranga, going to Mombasa. You have seen where the companies are closing down in Mombasa. So let the government look into that, because at the end of it all, everyone is crashing, everyone is moving to beat that curfew hours. Then you are all taking people same hours, and then that can be a very super spreader. So if people can have more hours in the evening to travel at their will, we would really appreciate, so that even other business can open up. Because as you know, we ferry people from this place, one place to another place, because you have people who are working at night. So we need also the government to look into that, and we shall work hand in hand together. Some of the people who government calls in their meeting, we don't know them. Yeah, you may know them by names, or you may know them who they are, but they don't represent us. People like Emutai, people like Mbogwa, some of these people even don't have PSVs, they don't have even circles. But yet, they purport to represent for represent us, whatever that they speak or they do. So what we request to the government and to the president, and we have talked with our leaders here, and to take this message to the president, we want, if possible, and it is possible, an election countrywide for the real people in the Matatu sector. The way we are called at Kasarani to campaign or to request our vote, the same way we be called and elect our leaders, because those people, they don't represent us, and that's why you see all these problems in our sector, because there is a communication breakdown between us and the government. And that's why you see a lot of people in the Matatu, they don't know what is BRT, who is going to run BRT. So, and so many other things, the ills in this industry. So we request the government to help us to have that, to facilitate through the NTSA, to call the circles, and we have a meeting and elect our real, true leaders who will from there be communicating with the government of the day. Because the government, it has extended some stimulus to other sector of the economy. Even as we have circles, the same can be extended to us, so that we can also give to our members, so that we can also grow and recover from the enemy of COVID.
What they're asking, what the Matatu sector is asking, the transport sector, is legitimate and real. I mean, I don't think anybody can argue with the idea of proper representation. What is so difficult to call all of us so that we can elect the leaders that we want for the sector? What is so difficult in facilitating a proper participation of the sector in the BRT, so that it's not a few guys around a corner trying to do this thing, that as a sector we participate and do it properly.
Because the government, it has extended some stimulus to other sector of the economy. Even as we have circles, the same can be extended to us, so that we can also give to our members, so that we can also grow and recover from the enemy of COVID.
What I've just listened and learned is that there is no proper information on the ground about how this BRT is going to be run. So we'll be urging our colleagues in government to have a meeting with the sector, so that we can get to know how to educate the sector players on what BRT is, how we intend to run it, and also hear their grievances on the insurance, which is a bit high, and what we can do to assist to make sure that all the companies that are insuring Matatus are up and running and they are liquid, so that they can be able to meet the insurance claims that these people are always presenting to them. They pay their policies, so once a claim arises, they expect the government or the companies that they take the policies to will be able to pay the compensation claims.